Good morning, everybody. Chris Robinson, Robinson Ag Marketing with today's pre-opening grain and livestock comments for Thursday, the 4th day of June. New contract lows in July corn overnight, 425 and a quarter. December 26 corn fell to 453 and a quarter. Still have not gone down, thankfully, to 445, which is where we were in the January lows. November beans under 1170, but only down 6.5 cents. I'd say only because out of all these charts, they look the most impressive. They're hanging in there. They have not had a massive correction. There's a lot of potential downside risk for beans if you've done nothing. So if you feel like you're upset because you didn't sell $12 beans and we're at 1160, do not let 1160 turn into $11 or $10.50. We've seen how these markets can liquidate very, very quickly. And you could be angry at the funds for selling them, but you got to remember, the reason we had the big rallies is because we bought them. They bought them. So it's a double-edged sword, guys. So defend those beans if you haven't done anything yet. Last time I checked, 1160 was a lot better than 1055. That's just where we started the year. July wheat, Chicago, up a penny. Almost a 9-cent range overnight. A lot of damage has been done in that chart. We gave back a little over 62% of the rally from 525 to 688. It feels like it's overdone. We've had 5 straight lower days in corn and wheat. So at this point, it's getting to the point where, I think most of the selling is done. We may get a little reprieve here. I'm not calling a bottom, but the next risk we have is on the 12th. A week from today, the 11th. USDA. So we have to get through that, and then the big enchilada is the June 30th acres report. So 2 big reports coming up. I'm going to say this real quickly. I've been talking about it really all year, if this is going to look like 2012 or not. 2012, we did the same thing. We had a high in May, and then corn dropped over $1. We were at multi-month lows at the end of June in 2012, and then we exploded. So is there a chance? Sure. There's always a chance that we get some weather issue. In the meantime, we've got 3 more weeks in June, so make sure you maintain downside protection. Yesterday, I sent out some very cheap stuff. Anybody that has corn left in the bin, you need to be spending a nickel at least to defend against further erosion in prices. Okay? The put option stops the bleeding on paper. And you may want to beat yourself up or be angry because, you didn't do something earlier. If you look at the long-term charts, the long-term continuation charts, there's another 40 cents of downside risk potentially if the chart people are right. I've been looking at charts for 35 years, and the next big resistance is way, way down below us. I put the chart in my letter yesterday. You can, I think I also posted it on social media, so take a look at that. You can see what I'm talking about. And the last thing I'm going to say is this. Just me pointing out that the risk is there is not me promising everybody that we're going to go there. So don't do that to me. I hope that we turn around and rally. I hope that the selling's done. I hope that something changes and we get a recovery. But I can look at a chart and show you where the risk is. And anybody can do that. So the risk is there in corn still. There's certainly a ton of risk in beans if beans decide to follow suit with what corn and wheat just did. Moving over to the protein complex, cattle were lower. It's probably going to be lower at opening today because the screwworm story, it's now in the U.S. apparently, and it's made it into southern Texas there. So we will see how the market reacts to that. It's going to be a wild day in the protein complex. All right, guys, if you're not getting my letter, RobinsonAgMarketing.com. I have a bunch of things that I can help you with if you're interested. I do the technical analysis every single day, so you don't have to do it. I spend a couple hours a day on these charts. That frees you up to go actually live your life. So if you're looking for that type of information, if you're looking for specific hedges, take a look at my program. This is Chris. Have a good day.